Knock at the Cabin is the next psychological horror from M. Night Shyamalan, releasing on February 3, 2023. Let's take a look at how this movie will fare at the box office. So welcome to Jack of All Movies, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button now. In order to predict its box office, let's take a look at its pros and cons. Starting with the pros, number 1, M. Night Shyamalan is always considered that type of director who either ends up making a masterpiece or just the worst film. But this discussion is about quality of his films. When we talk about box office, so he mostly ends up being profitable when he works under a reasonable budget. Number 2, now let's take a look at M. Night Shyamalan's film Old. Old opened in pandemic and still managed to gross $90.2 million on a budget of $18 million. So even after being released in pandemic and not getting good reviews, M. Night managed to release a hit film. That's the power of Shyamalan. Number 3, just like Old, Knock at the Cabin is not going to cost much, so it will eventually turn profit at the box office. Number 4, if we talk about the fan base of M. Night Shyamalan, then they are very loyal to him, so they'll show up. Number 5, marketing have been pretty good for this movie, as it's appearing in the category of one of the most anticipated thrillers of 2023. Number 6, if we talk about competition, so yeah, it is releasing against 80 for Brady, but that movie will focus on different demographics, so Knock at the Cabin don't have to worry. Now let's take a look at its cons. Just one, so like we discussed before, if the movie turns out to be bad, then it might turn out a profit, but its legs would be bad, so eventually would result in lower box office numbers than expected. So now taking all the points into consideration, I predict that Knock at the Cabin would open up with $28 million domestically and would finish its domestic run with $78 million. Overseas total of $72 million could give this film a worldwide gross of $150 million. So that's all, and what's your prediction for Knock at the Cabin? Comment below, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.